Hello. In this video, we're going to take a look at solving equations. In the past, I've had students tell me, oh, I love solving equations. It's something that we really practice a lot in high school algebra, and I think for the most part, people get pretty good at it. But there are some things that we do that maybe don't always make sense, and I guess I want to push you a little bit to think about solving equations in ways that might make more sense to your students up front. I'm going to warn you, it probably won't make more sense to you because you're comfortable. You've got, 5 or 10 years of solving equations under your belt. Okay, probably 5 years. But your students at first really struggle with that. So let's just take a look at 3 equations and solve them using probably standard techniques that you've done yourself. Again, I'd encourage you to pause it and complete these 3 on your own, and then skip to the end if you're good to go. All right, for the first one here, typically we would simplify the left side. We've got 382 plus 49 here. That's going to give us 431 equals x plus 380. And then subtract 380 from both sides, which gives us the final answer of 51. And if you want, you can switch it around, x equals 51. Next one, first step, distributing. We like to distribute. That gives us 6x minus 3 equals 33. Then I can add 3 to both sides. And that gives me 6x equals 36. Divide both sides by 6, and we get x equals 6. And the last one here, fractions. Okay, most of you aren't excited about fractions, but what do? Well, if we're going to kind of use our strategies that we had before where we simplify this side, we would just have to get common denominators. So I have to multiply the top and bottom by some number here and here. If I look at 16 and 3, the least common multiple is going to be 3 times 16. So I multiply by 3 over 3, and I multiply this one by 16 over 16. That gives me 15 over 48 plus 32 over 48. Over here, I'm actually going to want to get a common denominator eventually anyway, so I'm going to do that now. So that's going to give me 2x plus, this is going to give me 15 over 48. Now I combine these terms over here, I get 47 over 48 equals 2x plus 15 over 48. Now I'm going to subtract 15 over 48 from both sides. And let's go ahead and come up here. That's going to give me 47 minus 15 is 32 over 48 equals 2x. You might see that these are both even. I can reduce them. In fact, we can reduce them both by 16. So if I divide top and bottom by 16, it gives me 2/3 equals 2x. You're probably used to dividing by 2 here, but dividing a fraction by 2 is kind of a pain. So instead of dividing by 2, let's actually multiply by 1/2, take both sides. And when we do that, we end up getting 1/3 for x. And that is solving with a standard technique.